The following may contain strong opinionated views. The views and opinions expressed on this show does not necessarily reflect the views or the opinions of any social media or broadcast platform.
Hi, welcome to the Coffee Hour, a show that involves you in verbal interaction. Sports with Brian Camp. So settle in with coffee in hand and enjoy the Coffee Hour. Now here's your host, Frank Allan.
Well, TGIF, thank God it's Friday. We're all here together, gathered around the breakfast table, the water cooler, or wherever you congregate on a Friday. We thank you so much for being here and welcome aboard to another edition of the Coffee Hour. We gather here each Friday at this time and we get together, we have a little coffee, have a little fun, talk a lot of conversation, and get everybody involved in the show, and that includes you too. I'm going to tell you how to do that in just a second. But before we do, I want to thank all of the people who've been around with us for all of these years. We thank you so much for being along with us. You've been so faithful and loyal coming back, and which is one of the reasons why we want you to keep telling your family and friends about this show. That's right. All you have to do is just let them know, give them a call or shoot them an email or whatever you want to do. The better thing to do too right now, and that includes the people who are watching us on Facebook and YouTube. You cut and paste the situation, which is of course the platform that you're on, which is the link, and you cut and paste that and send it out to all of your friends. We'd be looking forward to seeing them, because if they like what they see, if they like what they hear, and they keep coming back again and again, we look forward to seeing them all. Now, those of you who are brand new to the show operates like this. I'll get things started as the host of the show, get into the prep mode. And while I'm doing that, you can at any time at all, even right now, you don't have to wait. You could use the keyboard on your computer, be it laptop, desktop, your phone, or even your tablet, and type in whatever you want to type. And I'll see you right there on the big screen. I'll entertain all of your thoughts and ideas, because let's face it, we all have them. You have them, I have them. So why don't we combine them all together and share them all together for this hour that we have provided for us. We've got a lot of things planned for you. And those of you who are new, we want to tell you that we're on two different platforms, as you probably already discovered. I already mentioned it. We're live on Facebook and we're live on YouTube as well. So please tell your family and friends about it. Get them involved in the show, and we look forward to it. So here we are, Friday, and it's another month. It's a brand new month, and we're at the 8th day of this brand new month. I hope all is well with you. We're getting ready to rev up right now because we're getting ready for the weekend. And those of you who are ready for the weekend, well, we're going to provide things for you with conversation as well. Remember, all of the views and the opinions expressed on this show, the Coffee Hour, does not necessarily reflect the view or the opinions of the people of Facebook, YouTube, Zoom, or any other social media outlet or broadcast facilities. So let's do what we normally do. Let's raise our cups with all of our elements in it. And because what the Coffee Hour will be without a little coffee. So excuse me while I shoot up. As you already discovered, it's iced coffee this time around. It's about that time of the year, right? It's about that time of the year for iced coffee. And hot coffee is still good, but this is what we got. You can see the frost on it, right? Brian Camp is here with us right now, and he's here live. Did we lose him? Go ahead. There he is. There he is. He's live with us, and he's going to be with us for a while. I think he called me early. You're going to be with us until about 15 minutes to the hour, right?
Yes, 10:45.
10:45. And so we've got that. And if you want to talk to him, you can do that too. All of you who are coming into the room, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, we see you when you come in, but we won't mention anything about you unless, of course, you're saying something first. And I see people coming in now. So I want to say hello to all of you guys, and happy Friday, and happy Friday to you. What's TWU? That's a union. I'm a
That
pro
was
union
for
person.
it's the Transport Workers Union. This
Yeah,
is when I was working in New York City as a New York City Transit employee.
yeah,
This was the local 100. Yes,
yeah. You must have did a good job because they let you keep the T-shirt.
I had a
unless,
couple of them.
unless
Actually,
was it a
well,
perk or you buy it?
actually, I just took it. I just took it. I just snatched it. But they gave me one of them, but I snatched a couple of others as well. Well, too.
That's
Listen, I
bad.
put in 29 years, so I mean, I could at least get. They didn't give me a gold watch for my retirement, so I took what I wanted to take.
Yeah, but they gave you a pension.
They gave me a pension, but I still got some of the keys to the facilities, though.
That's terrible. That's terrible. Anyway, we're here, and we're going to be here for a whole full hour. And Brian, later on, you're going to have sports. A lot of things are happening in the sports world. We're going to be talking about that pretty soon, and of course, a lot of other things. And if you guys want to indulge in conversation too, you can do that. You can get in here and jump in on the action, and you can talk about whatever we talk about. Now, we just throw out the conversations just to get started, but that doesn't mean we have to linger on everything the whole time we're here. You could throw out something that you may want to talk about. We don't care what it is, whether it's sports, your pets, your girlfriends, your boyfriends, and we can talk about it. It's right here. We have a whole hour to do it. So stay with us and enjoy. So how's the weather out in Charlotte right now? I know you said you had rain.
Oh, it rained. It rained like it was cats and dogs yesterday and last night. But we needed that rain because we needed to cleanse the air, to get rid of that pollen that was on our cars, that was giving us allergies and headaches and sneezing and coughs. We needed that rain in the worst way. So we glad that it rained all day. At least I am. It rained hard too. Rained hard. Um, you just don't know what it is to like live out here in the South where all that stuff just creeps up on you. North Carolina has one of the worst allergies seasons ever. This year was one of the worst, but
Mhm.
it's only for a short time. And thank goodness the rain was overdue, to be honest with you. And it rained, and we were so glad that it rained. And never, you don't hear too many people saying that I wish it would rain or hope that it rain. In this case, we needed the rain.
Well, David Ruffin said, I wish it would rain.
He sure did. Yeah, he sure did say that. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
but he said it for a different meaning.
yeah.
is,
Of course he did. Yeah. Uh-huh.
is it
Exactly.
still is it still raining there?
It's sunny degree. It's sunny outside, 61 degrees going up to 70. So it's brightly sunny. It did its part yesterday, It did its part just in time for Mother's Day weekend. And
Mm.
I know many of you all around the world, around the nation, and will be looking forward towards that to take your wives, your mothers out, your grandmothers, take them out and let them enjoy this on Mother's Day weekend, not just on Sunday, but for the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, because a lot of people is going to go out on Saturday instead of Sunday. Because
Yeah.
Sunday, everything is going to be packed and full, depending on where you live at.
Yeah. And for the month of May, which we got a lot to talk about, we got a lot to celebrate too. It's Jewish American Heritage Month, all month long. So we'll be talking about that. And those of you who are in the Jewish community, you may have a celebration, or maybe you have something that you want to relate to us in your community. Maybe you have some kind of activities you want to promote here. Please feel free. It's open here, and we will send it out to everyone. Also, Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Okay, so that's another thing that we're celebrating too. We're talking about our brothers and sisters from Asia and the people from the islands, like Fiji or Samoa, the people from Samoa. All of those islands, all of those people are in the class of the Asian community. So we're going to be celebrating that as well. It's National Blood Education Pressure Month. Make sure you keep that intact. A lot of people have to wait to go to their doctor to do it, but if you have the luxury of owning your own little pump where you could actually check out your blood pressure and do it as often as possible, you don't have to do it every single day, because I do not do it every single day, every once in a while. But make sure that you get that checked too. And National Dental Care Month as well. You want to take care of the pearly whites, see your dentist on a regular basis whenever needed, go for your cleaning and whatever has to be done, check that out. So we got that all month long. Here's something very important: National Military Appreciation Month. And so there you go. We always want to salute our servicemen, whether you're in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, whatever. We just we adore you guys. You guys done a fantastic job for us, and keep doing what you're doing. And remember, I keep saying this all the time: if no one loves you, we love you right here.
We
Okay,
love you because you protect our U.S. borders and keep us safe.
that's
Absolutely.
right. That's
Sorry
right.
that you have a boss that doesn't comprehend well, but can't have everything.
Well, that's why we're here to compensate, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other Americans as well feel the same way. So you are loved. You are loved. You are respected, and keep doing the good job that you're doing to protect us. National. Speaking of National Military Appreciation Month, it's also National Military Spouse Appreciation Day. So I should have lumped that all in one. This way I would have saved a lot of time. But it's Military Appreciation Month and National Military Spouse Appreciation Day. So there you go. You get a day. They get a day, and the spouse get a day, and the military people will get a month. And as you mentioned earlier, Brian, Mother's Day is here this whole weekend. And it is a good idea to just use Mother Day as the whole weekend and not just for Sunday. This way, just in case you're not available on Sunday, you can always do something on a Saturday. And even both days are good. So
Absolutely.
I would imagine people remember in the old days, um, you wore your Sunday best, and it was always a corsage. You wore a corsage on the lapel. Remember that?
Absolutely. Yeah, that was back in the day where if you wore a pink or a red one, that means that your mother's still alive. You wore a white one, she's been um deceased, and
Yeah,
but you keep those memories alive. Yes.
yeah, yeah. So happy Mother's Day to all you mothers. Happy Mother's Day. We look forward to seeing you. And by the way, if your mother is still alive, if she's still with you, thank God for that. Thank God for that, because you only get one. That's all you get is one, and no one can replace her. So I hope that you are kind of a son or a daughter that takes care of your mom, because if she happens to go before you, you could sit back and say, hey, you know something, I did the very best I could for my mom. And so happy Mother's Day to all
It's
of you.
nothing like a mother's love. I mean, yes, our fathers love us too, but it's something special about a mother's love. A
Yeah.
mother will love you unconditionally, no matter how messed up you are. A mother, in most families, a mother is always going to stand by you through thick and thin.
Mm-hmm. That's right. In just a few minutes, we're going to reflect on our mother. And we
Hmm.
have a lot of great stories. We're going to reflect on that. You know. Anyway, we're here. And oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if by any chance you want to enjoy the conversation, you want to join us in conversation, and we hope that you do, please feel free. I want to say good morning to Lynette Duff out of the UK. She says good morning out there. She's watching us on Facebook. So good morning to Lynette. And Lynette, happy Mother's Day to you. And to all of the people that you know, happy Mother's Day. Wish them all a happy Mother's Day from me right here from the coffee hour. And again, those of you who want to join us in conversation, we hope that you do. And if you don't, that's okay. As long as you're there, that's the most important thing, because we love having you around. But keep in mind that we love addressing you personally. We love to have talk to you personally. Now, those of you who want to join in conversation, if you would, and that includes you too, Lynette, give us wherever you are. She travels all every place. Wherever you are at this point, give me some kind of weather thing that you got going. What does it look like in your area, in the UK or wherever you are? Because she travels a lot. It's hard to track her down because every time she comes on the show, she's here, or she's there, or she's home in the UK. Wherever you are at this moment, let us know what your weather is. And for the rest of you guys, if you want to join in conversation as well, give us your weather forecast. Let us know. It doesn't have to be full blown. You don't have to have a script. Just give us an emoji. It's 75 degrees. It's cloudy. It's sunny. We're going to go up to 85 degrees, something like that, something simple. But if you happen to live in New York, don't worry about it. I'm going to take care of that for you. I have all of that information coming for you for the day as far as the weather is concerned. So, Brian, I want to quickly do a reflection since this is Mother's Day. I just want to do a little reflection on our mom because I was born in 1950 in Brooklyn, New York. She raised me in Brooklyn, New York, born at Coney Island Hospital, which, by the way, Coney Island Hospital doesn't exist anymore. They changed the name of that. And I just want to reflect because I have a lot of great memories of her, picking me up from school, cooking a great meal. We never wanted for anything. Never, never.
I reflect on how the way she raised us single-handedly. She had an eighth grade education. That was the most education she had. She came from a small town in St. George, South Carolina. She basically raised three sons to the best way that she could. Now, I'll say this: no woman on the planet, including our mother, could not raise us to be men. She raised us to teach us how to treat a woman. She raised us to make sure that we do the right thing by a woman because she's a woman. She always say, "You wouldn't want no man to disrespect your mother." She's absolutely right. She raised us to be good to others, be kind to others, respect others. What I will always remember about her, of one of many things, is that we didn't have much. We were poor. We didn't know we was poor. But there was always a meal, a different meal on the table every night. Every night, every day, she sacrificed so we could look better in our appearance. Now, our mother was a very shapely woman, okay? It was hard for men to get dates with her, too. I'll be very clear on that. It was very hard because we didn't want, my mother, our mother did not have like a traffic full of men to come in and out, in and out. It wasn't like that, Of course, I'm the youngest of the three of us, so my older brothers would make sure that she was taken care. And to this very day, she left us Earth at the age of 52 on August 29th, 1986. I still think about her each and every day. A day never goes by where I don't think about her. I think about her a lot. And that's why I always say she is the second greatest sacrifice person to ever sacrifice her life, other than Jesus Christ, who sacrificed our lives so we could all have to live everlasting life. But our mother was the one that sacrificed so much,
Yeah.
only for eighth grade education.
Yeah. It was amazing how she was able to provide with $1 in her pocket. It was amazing. And you always wondered, she was always able to make, we never missed a meal, never missed a meal.
Never missed a meal.
And you also wondered, how did she ever, and to this day, I still I couldn't figure it out. To this day, how did she do it? Couldn't figure it out, still can't figure it out. I guess that's one of the things that the gift that she had that only that she could use for herself and for her family. But it was something else. It was something else. I always remember how funny she was. She was a barrel of laughs a lot. We used to. Uh, it was just family. If it was nobody else around, it was just family, and you had to go to church on Sundays.
Oh, there was no debate. I mean, here's
No.
a woman that stood only 5'4"
Hmm.
short, and we never crossed that line when she
Hmm.
was angry with us or yelled at us. You know,
Yeah.
I remember times when she yelled at me and gave me a beating and everything. I used to go in the
Hmm.
room, put the cover or put the pillow, smothered my mouth, and I used to grumble and stuff. And she, out of nowhere, she said, "What did you just say?" And I, how did she hear that? How did she hear that? Not not Betty Camp, no. But I salute my mother, our mother. May she continue to rest in God's arms. And I miss her every day, but I carry on her tradition. Maybe I'm too old school, maybe I am, but I
Yeah.
still carry her traditions.
Yeah. I missed her so much. But one thing I'm glad that she's not here to see the troubles that we're having in this world right now.
Mhm.
And I was groomed, we were groomed early. Um, we had to do chores, we had to help cook, we had to help clean. Because she said, because one of these days she says, maybe you may not want to get married and you have to be able to do these things yourself, you know.
But she
Uh
also said one more thing too. She said, "You better learn." She told the three of us, her three sons, "You better
mhm,
learn how to cook and you better learn how to clean because you never know when a woman might walk out on you." I
yep.
never had that issue. Thank God I know how to cook and I could do for myself. But she always instilled that in us, and I always carry that to this very day.
Yeah, it was great reflection. We could talk about more if you want later on. Lynette said when you were talking, you doing your little monologue, she says, "Gosh, you're making me cry." Lynette Duff said that. You're making me cry. She said that to you.
Well, I don't want to make you cry, Lynette, but it does, it does, even as I get older, even at the age of 63, it brings emotions to me, how I was brought up and raised, how I see this generations disrespect their mothers and their fathers, but more of their mothers by calling them the B word, and it drives me nuts. And it brings me, I don't want to say anger, but it brings me to realize that we live in a strange world today where children do not respect their parents, especially their mothers.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. Before you go to sports, Lynette gave me her forecast out in the UK. That's where she is right now. She's a little stable now. She's in the UK, and she's got overcast skies, and it's chilly in the UK right now, the part of the UK that she's in. So there you go. What
Great.
about sports? What do you got going?
Well, in the NFL, negotiation between the NFL and the NFL Referees Association on a new collective bargaining agreement have progressed far enough that the union has scheduled a ratification vote for last night, this Thursday. Sources told the ESPN on this early this week. When formally approved by both sides, the agreement will avoid the need to replace for replacement officials this season's. Um, the existing CBA is set to expire later on at the end of the month, May 31st. The sides negotiate for more than 2 years, but reach a stalemate, and they will have to vote on it as well. Their headquarters is in New York City. Um, and we're gonna also talk about excuse me, here the NBA. Sad news there. San Juan, Puerto Rico. Jose Ortiz, a center who played briefly in the NBA, is considered one of the greatest Puerto Rican players of all time. Has died, passed away from cancer. Ortiz played 2 years at Oregon State, where he was a Pac-10 Conference Player of the Year from 1986 to 1987. Then he went on in the 1987 draft to play with the Utah Jazz. He was a 6 foot center, chose to play in Spain, and he only played there for a couple of seasons. At the Athens Olympics in 2004, Cheese helped Puerto Rico hand the U.S. I remember this game too. Handed the United States its first defeat in an Olympic Games since they started playing with professional players. Faced legal issues during his career. In 2011, he was arrested on drug possession charges that after federal agents found 218 marijuana plants in a house he was renting. The judge sent him to rehab clinic, but in November of that year, he tested positive for cocaine and was sentenced to 6 months in jail. Now, we don't talk about wrestling, but the WWE got this big main event. We know that Frank Allen's going to be front stage, front and center. Don't even bother calling him on Saturday. I'm going to tell you that right now, starting at 4 o'clock. This is coming live from Tampa Bay, where they're having the Backlash. This is the main event. The card, you got to check the sports app to see who's fighting. But this is something that's going to be amazing. You know, this is like something where they have the Royal Rumble, and so wrestling is going to be on the USPN apps, so you can see it there. Now, former WWE Vince McMahon, who's this former CEO, is was charged for sexual battery and trafficking during her time with the pro wrestling promotion, where Janelle Grant is filing charges against him on a 40-page affidavit detailing more of her allegations. In the document filed by the U.S. District Attorney in Connecticut, Grant outlined alleged emotional, physical, and sexual abuse by McMahon and former head of talent relations. Her interactions with Brock Lesnar, who's also a wrestling legend, and new allegations that the current WWE president Nick Khan offered help her to get different jobs outside the company with his connections in the industry. McMahon was repeatedly denied any allegation, but of course, these things take time. It made it uncomfortable for the woman to work at this environment during the time of 2019. This is during COVID, where everybody was shut in the building, and Vince McMahon allegedly it came and go whenever he pleased in the building where she was working at. This day in sports, May 8th. May 8th, which is today, 1942, the first Twilight game in 24 years, the Dodgers topped the Giants 76, raising $60,000 for Navy Relief Fund. 1947, a movement among Cardinal players to protest its first meeting with Jackie Robinson and the Dodgers is aborted by a talk from owner Sam Braden. 1966, only home run ever hit out of Memorial Park in Baltimore, where the Orioles played by Frank Robinson. 1967, Muhammad Ali is indicted for refusing induction of the U.S. Army, but was cleared on April 28th, 1968, by the U.S. Supreme Court. That was a different U.S. Supreme Court then. I'll get to the present one in a moment. Got a lot on my mind. Ernie Banks, 1973. Ernie Banks fills in as manager after Whitey Lockman was injected. Technically, Ernie Banks was the first manager, but he was only managing for that period of game because his manager was ejected. The one who's been the original one was Frank Robinson, who the following year, 1974, was player manager for the Cleveland Indians. 1984, Soviet Union announces it will not participate in the LA Summer Olympics in retaliation for the U.S. boycotting of the 1980 Moscow Olympics. 1989, Paul McCartney releases remake of Ferry Cross Mercy in aid of those affected by the Hillsborough disaster, which claimed the lives of 96 Liverpool football fans. Lynette, I hope that brings some kind of light, because that was in Liverpool. When they play football in Europe, that's really soccer to us. So it's football to you. I don't know if you knew about that. In 2010, last piece of Yankee Stadium fall in the Bronx, New York, making it the end of a 2-year demolition process. Birthdays on this day: 1937, Mike Cuellar, Major League Baseball two-time World Series champion. 1969, Cy Young Award winner, was born in Santa Clara, Cuba. 1951, Mike D'Antonio, NBA Coach of the Year. for 2005 and 2017 was born in Mullins, West Virginia. 1957, Bill Cowher, NFL coach for the 2005 Super Bowl champion, and 1992 Coach of the Year, was born in Crafton, Pennsylvania. 1958, Lovie Smith, NFL coach. 2005 Coach of the Year, was born in Gladewater, Texas. 1959, Ronnie Lott, NFL NCAA defensive back, Hall of Famer, 10-time Pro Bowler, 4-time Super Bowl champion, was born in Suburban in Albuquerque, New Mexico. 1990, happy birthday to Kimbo Walker, NBA forward for the Knicks, was born in the Bronx, New York. And we had two icons that passed away this week. When I call them icons, that's what they were. Um, John Sterling and Ted Turner. How did their lives cross paths? Well, let me tell you about John Sterling. John Sterling was the voice of New York at one time. He was the voice of New York, along with the great Marv Albert, who is still alive today. But Marv Albert was dealing with the Knicks and Rangers. John Sterling was the voice of the New York Islanders and the New York Nets, and later became the voice of the New York Yankees. He passed away. The Yankees wear patched sleeves as a tribute to John Sterling beginning the 18th of May through the end of the season. The club had announced the patch will feature Sterling's name and the Yankees logo under a microphone with pinstripes in the background. I saw that photo, so we can get a chance, go online, and you can see that beautiful photo of the microphone that they patched. Sterling's team, longtime voice, like I said, died on Monday. It was at the age of 87 months after undergoing heart surgery following a heart attack. He broadcast Yankee games for parts of 36 seasons, becoming known for his trademark, "The Yankees win." The Yankees win. Or if it was a World Series, he said, "A fly ball to the infield. He caught the ball. Ball game over. World Series over. The Yankees win." That was some of the great calls that he has made. And when he was in his early years in New York, before he came back to New York, he used to call Islander games. Every time the Islanders used to score a hockey goal, he was to go, "Islander goal, Islander goal." Look it up on YouTube, and you'll find all these here great takes of him. Those are his victory calls, personalized home runs. He called 5,651 games between the postseason and playoffs, including 5,060 straight from September 1989 to July 2019, not missing a day's work. Will you believe that? Oh, and we got people today crying out for a day off because their finger hurt. I got a headache. I got a little cold. Not John Sterling. He came to work because he wanted to work. He was on the air for 24 Yankee playoff appearances, 8 World Series trips, 5 World Series titles. The Yankees honored Sterling on Monday by wearing caps with his initial stitches in the back. They will continue to wear those caps throughout the May 17th. The other icon, Ted Turner. Why I'm picking Ted Turner? Because Ted Turner was in the spotlight for entertainment, but he crossed paths with sports. Ted Turner and John Sterling was professionally connected through Turner Broadcasting in the 1980s, where Turner hired Sterling to be the voice of his own team, of Ted Turner's own team, the Atlanta Hawks and Atlanta Braves. Those are the two sport teams. Now, he was also the owner of CNN, which he bought, which he sold later around 2007, 2008. Um, the relationship between employee from 1981 1989, Sterling was a key broadcaster for sports for Turner Sports, covered both the Atlanta Hawks and the Braves. Like I said, Turner also owned, or which is a sister station to TBS Superstation. Sterling was the provided the play-by-play for the Braves on TBS. Turner pioneered cable superstation, which broadcast games nationally, not only locally, but nationally during the 1980s. Also had TNT. He also has another branch. See, he has all this here monopoly, but between TBS, TNT, and also Turner Classic Movies. Forget about that. So it was great to see these two icons cross paths, and we lost both of them just days apart. Um, they both will be remembered. I'm glad I will watch Turner's movies, classics, and sports each and every day because. Truth be told, maybe ESPN may started out in 1979, but TNT and TTBS came up, and now they're 24 hours of sports as well too in certain games in certain times of the year. And ladies and gentlemen, I know I talk a lot, but that is sports.
No, that was a lot of great information too. So you killed those two birds with one stone. We talked about John Sterling. We talked about Ted Turner. They were both icons, and they in their own right too, because they made a contribution to their craft. Uh, sports and sports announcing. I remember John Sterling back in the day when he was a broadcaster on a radio station in New York that I used to listen to when I was a kid, when it was a music station, WMCA. Then it turned talk, and he used to do an afternoon show from 4 to 7 p.m. and take calls and talk sports. They don't have radio stations like that to do that anymore. People that talk sports. I mean, Bill Mazer was around. He used to do that.
Sports
They don't
Extra he used to do.
Sports Extra, right? And then he had his own radio show a long time, which I used to work with him on that years ago. Not only did he talk sports, he's talked all kinds of day-to-day issues, human relation stories, human interest stories, things like that, all kinds of things. But John Sterling, strictly sports. He knew all about it. You couldn't compete with him. You had all of the greats like John Sterling and Marv Albert and a few more. And then Ted Turner, who was, by the way, I think you might have mentioned it, married to
Jane
Jane
Fonda.
Fonda. Yeah,
Yes.
the daughter of the late actor
Henry
Henry.
Fonda.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that was great.
And the
All right,
brother of Peter Fonda too.
Peter Fonda, right? Peter died as well. Peter was an actor, just like his dad was, and she was an actress. She was an actress too. But now she's activist. She retired from acting. She might do something like here and there, play somebody's grandmother or something. Yeah, but she's an activist now. She's an activist. Good for her. Those of you who are just watching in, you're just tuning in. The name of the show is called The Coffee Hour. And that was Brian Camp right there with the latest developments in today's world of sports. I'm Frank Allen. I'm going to be with you for the duration. And those of you who want to join in the conversation, feel free to do. Feel free because we always allow you to do that. We'd love to hear what you have to say as far as whatever you have to say. We like to join in with you. And those of you who are watching and you want to talk, give us a little weather forecast. Doesn't have to be a full-blown weather forecast, but it was something that we can compare notes with, because your weather may be different from mine's here in New York or different from Brian's in North Carolina and different from Len's in the UK. So just give it to that. But those of you who are living in New York, don't have to worry about that because I'm going to take care of that right now for you. Our weather forecast here is we got 58 degrees right now. And our weather forecast, it's going to be a little dry, a little damp. We're going to have a little bit of both. So, we're going to have to deal with it. So this is how it goes today. A few showers this morning with mostly cloudy conditions during the afternoon. We'll have a high around 66 degrees. And we'll have winds ranging west at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain will be 40%. And for tonight, if you're going out on the town, it's going to be partly cloudy skies, no rain in the forecast early. And we'll give way to cloudy skies late. We'll have a low 54. Winds will be west-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday, it's going to be showers early, becoming a steady rain late in the day. I told you we'll get a little wet. And we'll have a high around 62. Winds will be south-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain, 90%. Rainfall near a quarter of an inch. And Saturday night, it's going to be partly cloudy. And then becoming foggy and damp later at night. We'll have a low of 53 degrees. Winds will be light and variable. And as we wrap up our weekend for your Mother's Day, It's going to be better than the rest of the days. It's going to be intervals of clouds and sunshine, and no rain in the forecast for Mother's Day, so you can wear your Sunday's best. And it'll be slight chance of rain, slight chance, slight chance. All right, I think it's bearable. We'll have a high 72. Winds will be south southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Repeating our current temperature in New York City, we have 58 degrees. So that's saying something. It's not bad, not bad at all. Um, Brian, I know you have to leave in 5 minutes, but let me get to this. And
I'm not
before
going to leave. I'm just going to go on mute, and I'm going to come back. So I'm going to go. Don't cut me off. I'm going to go on mute, and I'm going to put a block on my video, but I'm going to come back though.
Oh, I thought you were going to leave at a
No.
quarter to.
I'm just going to step away for a couple minutes, but you go ahead and continue, and when I come back on, you'll see me.
Oh, okay. Okay, that'll be great. Okay, for the rest of you guys who are just joining us, thanks for joining us for this Friday. We've got a lot to think. It's Mother's Day weekend, and we're glad that you're out there. We want to say happy Mother's Day to all of you who are mothers, who are fortunate to be mothers. We want to say happy Mother's Day to all of you. And for those of you who have mothers who are still around, take care of them, cherish them, because you only get one. Do something special for them, okay? Post Malone has pushed back the first few weeks of stadium shows with Jelly Roll. Post Malone announced on social media last Friday night that he is canceling the first few weeks of the stadium tour with Jelly Roll, and he revealed he wants to finish working on his new album before commencing the tour. The 3 festival performances will still take place. However, Post Malone and Jelly Roll will now commence their tour on January 9th in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's out there where Brian is right now. Maybe he'll get a chance to see them. And this is almost a month later than the original start date of the tour. The Devil Wears Prada 2 made a stupendous performance at the box office. The highly anticipated high fashion sequel to the 2006 classic owned the box office runway last weekend, strutting out to the sensational $77 million domestically and $233.6 million globally per ComScore. And those numbers represent a leaps and bounds improvement on the original, even adjust for inflation. When The Devil Wears Prada first sashayed into the theaters in 2006, it grossed $27.5 million domestically, eventually earned $124.7 million, and that finished its global run with $326.5 million. Adjusting the inflation, that the domestic opening would equate to roughly $48 million in 2026. Despite a slew of show cancellations and postponement, Barry Manilow has his heart set on a June stage return amid on his ongoing cancer treatment. Last Friday, he announced that while he has to cancel his Hits Come Home residency dates in May, and it's taking place at Westgate Resort in Las Vegas, he's making great progress with his lung cancer treatment and plans to return to the stage sooner than later. Dolly Parton is opening up about her health again, and 7 months after sparking concerns among fans. Parton revealed in a video shared on social media Monday that she's been suffering from various medical issues in recent years. In October 2025, Parton drew concerns after her sister Frida Parton asked for prayers for the singer on social media amid health challenges that caused her to postpone several Las Vegas concerts date in 9 months. Parton also apologized to fans for canceling her series of Las Vegas concerts amid her rehabilitation. Now, Jimmy Kimmel would like to clarify he has no psychic abilities after one of the recent jokes that took on a new meaning. On his late night show, the comedian responded to backlash over a joke he made about Rudy Giuliani days before his report that the former New York City mayor was hospitalized in critical but stable condition. Now, during his last year's last Tuesday monologue, Kimmel joked that Giuliani rose from the grave before the comedian played a clip of the politician. Less than a week later, a spokesperson confirmed Sunday that Giuliani had been hospitalized. And some of Kimmel's critics brought the joke back to amid Giuliani's hospitalization with controversy. Conservative commentator Benny Johnson posted on X asking, why is Kimmel always joking about death? Now, you may want to know that the latest that I heard about Rudy Giuliani is that he's out of ICU. So that's good news. So we'll continue to pray for Rudy Giuliani. Birthdays today. Singer Enrique Iglesias is 51 years old today. Actress Melissa Gilbert is 62. Former New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio is 65. Philip Bailey of Earth, Wind, and Fire is 75. Actress Deborah Harmon of MASH is 75. Jazz musician Keith Jarrett is 81. Singer and actor, the late Ricky Nelson, would have been 86. Singer Tony Tennille of Captain and Tennille is 86. Comedian Don Rickles would have been 100. And blues singer Robert Johnson would have been 115. And jazz pianist Mary Lou Williams would have been 116 years old. So we want to say happy birthday to all of you who are alive and well. We continue to celebrate you. And we want to say happy birthday and a continuous happy birthday to the ones who are no longer with us. But we still acknowledge you because you left us such a wonderful legacy. And of course, we want to continue to celebrate you each year that your birthday comes around. So happy birthday. And if you're celebrating a birthday pretty soon, please let us know because we want to get it out there and let everyone know how old you are. Just kidding. We want to let everybody know about your birthday. All right, that you reached another milestone. And you can do that by contacting us by email or telephone. I'll give you the address first. The email address is frankallenprod@aol.com. That's frankallenprod@aol.com. Allan is spelled Allan. Prod is PROD. That's short for productions. That's frankallenprod@aol.com. That's frankallenprod@aol.com. The telephone number is 641-715-3900, extension 467-134. That's 641-715-3900, extension 467-134. Now, we want you to continue to use that information anytime you want. And it doesn't necessarily have to be your birthday. It could be anything that you want to talk about. If you want to contact me or Brian, ask us questions about entertainment or sports for Brian or anything like that, feel free to use it. Keep it in your electronic devices, such as your computer, whether it's laptop or desktop, your tablet or your telephone. It doesn't matter. Keep it in all of them if you have them, because just in case one is not available, you have something else to lean back on. Okay? So let me give you that email address again. It's frankallenprod@aol.com. That's frankallenprod@aol.com. And the telephone number is 641-715-3900, extension 467-134. That's 641-715-3900, extension 467-134. Okay. All right. I have those movies, ladies and gentlemen. I always go in the Turner Classic Movie Vault each week and bring out the movies that I think you're going to like, to your liking. They're all classics and some black and white, some color. And I picked them out because it's my pick of the week for your weekend. Now, a lot of you guys have your weekends and you do whatever you do on the weekends. But one of the things that you may want to do is to catch up on some movies. So I'm going to add my 2 cents to this. Let's go back to 1945. This is called Mildred Pierce and stars Joan Crawford, Jack Carson, and Zachary Scott. That's Turner Classic Movies. You can see that Sunday at 12:15 p.m. Eastern. And it's a good movie. I've seen it. It's black and white. Great movie. And if you're into musicals, here's something that I recommend that I like. I see it 100 times. It's called Gypsy from 1962, starring Natalie Wood, Rosalind Russell, and Carl Malden. That's on Turner Classic Movies. You can see that Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. And Imitation of Life. Now, there are two of them. There's the original one from 1934, and there's the remake from 1959. Now, you can get a chance to see the original one. They don't play it on TV very often, but you'll get a chance to see it this time around from 1934, the original Imitation of Life, starring Claudette Colbert, Louise Beaver, and Rochelle Hudson. That's Turner Classic Movies, and you can see that Sunday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. And if you ever get your hands on watching the remake from 1959, look at that too. See which one you like best. Now, I didn't know about the 1930 version until years later because I was brought up on the 1959 version. Now, I'm not good at remakes. I don't like remakes, but the 1959 is the only one that I knew. The only one that I knew. And I didn't want to be one-sided, so I had an opportunity to check out the 1934 version. I happen to like the 1959 version better, but you may think differently. Just check it out. And don't forget to go on Turner Classic Movies and look at some of the other movies that may be available, and you can put them on your bucket list as well to watch over the weekend. And of course, while you're there, you still have cable, you have all of those children's programs, you have sporting events, and of course, you also have documentaries as well. So let me give you these movies once again. Mildred Pierce with Joan Crawford, Jack Carson, Zachary Scott, Turner Classic Movies Sunday at 12:15 p.m. Eastern. Gypsy with Natalie Wood, Rosalind Russell, and Carl Malden, Turner Classic Movies Sunday at 5:30 p.m. And Imitation of Life, the original version from 1934 with Claudette Colbert, Louise Beaver, and Rochelle Hudson, Turner Classic Movies Sunday at 10:30 p.m. Take a gander of all the movies. I think you're going to like it. Well, Brian is back. He's outside now, as opposed to
outside.
He's outside now with the kiddies.
We'll get it. Yes, with the kiddies. Yeah, they're out here playing. I'm out here watching them, but I'm able to speak with you. I just want to say that politics is something. Politics is something. They want Jimmy Kimmel to be fired for making jokes. Now, two rights don't make a wrong. I totally understand that. Did I say that right? Two wrongs don't make a right, or two wrongs don't make a right?
Said it right. You said it wrong the first time, but the second time you said it right.
Okay. Was it right for the President of the United States to celebrate the life of Rob Reiner when he was killed viciously? Was it right when those 8 photos was thrown about to the Obamas? Okay, so now you want to just make this into a situation of a tit for tat. Really? Was Jimmy Kimmel wrong? He was wrong. Yes, he was wrong. But now it's time for the President of the United States takes ownership of what he said and what he's done over the years. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. It's just sad. It is really sad. Here it is. I was looking on the news. I was up early this morning on the treadmill. Here it is. Donald Trump's best friend, his best friend, Putin, Russian president or dictator, whatever you want to call him. You know what Russia's doing now? This is the latest. Russia is sending 3,000 Tomahawk missiles to Iran to help assist against the war against the United States. Yeah.
Oh, that's impossible. That's impossible. That's Trump's best friend. How is that possible? That's Trump's best friend.
Yeah. Gonna stab him in the back now. Gonna stab him in the back. Here it is.
And twist the knife. Stab him and twist the knife.
Yeah. And then now, next week, Donald Trump is supposed to be going to China, another country that's not friends with the United States. So you got Russia, you got China, and they're laughing at the United States. Let me tell you, Donald Trump's ego is so huge. He doesn't see what's going on. He wants to finish this war. He doesn't want to be wrong about what's happening. He does want to get out of this war. Now he does, because now here it is. A thing that the Iranians are not going to back down. They're not backing down. They are relentless people. Any Arabic country they are going to stay to the very end. They're going to fight to the very end.
Speaking of that, you say he's going to China. And at the same time, he is still sparring with the Pope. So Mark Rubio goes to the Vatican. He's going out there to try to iron things out between Donald Trump and the Pope. He's meeting with the Pope. Now, I asked you, what purpose does that serve for Rubio to go to the Vatican to talk to the Pope to iron things out when Trump is back home still bashing the Pope? What good does it do?
Gutless on his part to even do that. Gutless.
I would think a lot of these gutless guys would wake up in the morning and say, "Hey, you know something? I'm a man. I think my own thoughts. I say my own words. I'm a man. I have a wife and kids that I want to be proud of me, to say, Dad, you're doing a marvelous job. You are a role model." His wife should say, "You know something? You are a damn good husband. You stand up for what you believe." I wonder how they really feel now that their spouses are suck ups.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want that for me. I wouldn't want that for me. I want my spouse and my children to say, "Hey, you know something? You stand up." But anybody knows me, knows all about me. They know. But you would like your spouse and your children to say, "That's my dad. Well, that's my husband." I don't know how they feel, unless of course they back them up on that.
Well, you know what? That's very interesting. That's very interesting. But here it is, King Charles. Kudos to him. Kudos to King Charles. Gave him a standing ovation.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw that?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Now, I wasn't a big fan of King Charles. I'll be very honest with you. I didn't like how he did Princess Diana. Did not like that at all.
I didn't like that.
I still have feelings for how she was treated. She was mistreated by the royal family. Let's keep it real. Yeah. But that's their problem over there in England and everything. It is what it is, Lynette. I don't know if you're still watching, but it is what it is and everything. I don't hold no personal gripes against the royal family, but they did not treat Diana right. But King Charles spoke so graciously and elegantly, and they gave him a standing ovation. Standing ovation for a real king. He's a real king. He's a king. And I'm so happy that he was able to speak like that and everything, So, but it is what it is. There's so much going on in this country with the Supreme Court and the Voters' Right Act and the Civil Rights Act and everything. And it's just not going right. It's just not what's going right now, and it's just hell right now.
Well, I drink to everything you just said, and I'll drink that because Cash Patel's is passing out his personal bottle of bourbon. Cash Patel, his own brand of bourbon, and yet he has the seal of the FBI on the bottle, his own bottle of bourbon. So
Wow.
here's to you, Cash Patel. I can't say it on the air. Can't say it on the air. Anyway, anyway, Brian. Uh, Appreciate you being here. It's time to go, but we'll be back on Tuesday. We'll see Tuesday on the Talk Back Live show.
Thursday.
And Thursday. I'm sorry, Thursday. And we got a lot. We always have something to say here. We always
I
have
want to
something.
say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekend. Put it like that. Just enjoy and have fun, and just everybody peace and love to you all.
And for the rest of you guys, thank you for joining us, and be with us again next Thursday, as I said, at 8 p.m. Eastern for Talk Back Live. Brian Camp with Sports. He's also my co-host. And then you can meet us back here next Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern for the coffee hour. Brian Camp will be here with the latest developments in today's world of sports on Sports Update. We look forward to seeing you then. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, have yourself a nice day, a nice weekend, and a happy Mother's Day to each and every one of you. Take care.
You've been watching The Coffee Hour with your host Frank Allan. The producer has been Al Dale. Technical assistant Dave Taylor. Research by Sandy Pierce. And I'm your announcer Donna Stenke. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on The Coffee Hour.